So what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's time for the weekly movie hunt. Well, weekly movie and pop culture hunt. I don't know that there's a lot of new releases, but there's a lot of new Kino titles out. And you know Barnes & Noble's got that 50% off Kino sale. So I'm going to at least go in there. So let's go out and do some hunting. Let's find some stuff. Hey, let's just have some fun. What are we waiting for? Let's go.
Slowly I turned, and step by step, inch by inch.
You know what? We're going to go up into Target first today. Look at there. He's in the box. But let's see what they got in the wrestling figure section. They haven't stocked the new Legends. They still got those Undertakers, but we got the final Boss Rock here.
Poontang your ass on out of here.
Haven't seen Tyler Bate, but no real interest in it, but it's nice to see. Pretty much I think I've seen the whole set of that series now in the stores. Still got Triple H with the sledgehammer. Still got Charlotte. There's another Tyler Bate. Got a LA Knight.
Yeah.
Roman Reigns. Oh, look here. This is new, I think, up here. Hold on a second. Shit, I'm dropping stuff. Logan Paul, Ultimate. You know, he had one, a special one, but there's the actual one released in stores. So, nothing else right there. Let's look in the DC / G.I. Joe section. Marvel. Not a whole lot. What's over here? Hey, that's that Superman, Mr. Terrific that I found like a month ago in here. Got some platinum Batmans. Nice to see those. Several of them must be Target exclusives. Not really seeing a whole lot else here. What's clearance 70% off? Guess it's that Batmobile there. Yeah, no real interest in that. Decent size though for that price. Got that Superman set there. And not really much else. So let's see here. They still got these Ben Cooper, the Halloween 2, Michael Myers. They got Pennywise. We've seen that. I want the Art the Clown one. Oh God, I hit Gizmo. But there's the Jaws one, so that's nice to see still. They got a Pee Wee Herman. We've seen that before. What is this? Beauty of Horror. That's pretty neat looking. I don't think I really want to collect that, but oh, this is new as far as for me. I know other people are finding it. The Howling. So you get the werewolf. That's pretty decent size.
That's what she said.
Yep, and then there's the Bride of Frankenstein. Steelbook of that's coming out this week. So it's black and white figure. Then they got Dracula. Let's look at that. That's a nice looking figure. Comes with a top hat. Reminds me of Young Frankenstein. I mean, I would love some Young Frankenstein figures. Speaking of Frankenstein, look here. I'll show you in a second. But here is a skeleton skull. And then look, there's Frankie himself. These are glow-in-the-dark pillows. It's only $7. And it's on sale, like I said, for $7. All right, let's head into Walmart. And as the sign says, we're not going to stop.
Stop! Or I'll say stop again.
Let's get into Walmart. Let's go in the Halloween section. Still got these big ass Popeye masks. Who wants Popeye mask?
Blow me down.
And then they got Pennywise. That's a nice looking mask for $11. Decent. Not bad. Then they got the mask. It's kind of like the Strangers. Got a red devil ghost face down there. Got some wolf masks. Not much else. Got a Michael Myers Halloween 2 costume. Men's extra large. Got that mask in the back. Kind of cheesy. What is this? A pink ghost face mask? Does anybody really need that? Either way. I was just seeing if they had anything new in this section. They do have a blow up Ghostface and Beetlejuice down there. I never was into these projector things, but some of them are pretty neat. I like that one. That one looks kind of cool. So they got some different themed ones. I like that. That's pretty neat. Some Disney ones. Now I really like that one. That reminds me of the cube from Hellraiser. You know, Pinhead.
The box. You opened it. We came.
What is with this exploding zombie poop they put out at Halloween? Does anybody really want that? I know it's just those little poppers, but still. So in the movie section, they got Megan, $22.96. The 4K is $27.96. They don't have the Steelbook. They still got Ballerina. The Last of Us, they got the 4K and the Blu-ray. Superman Blu-rays, no 4Ks. They must have sold out, so that's nice. At least it's sold. DVDs are $20. Got the Blu-ray, DVD, and 4K of 28 Years Later. I still haven't watched that yet. Elio, How to Train Your Dragon, Karate Kid Legends, so all the normal stuff, including Jurassic World. Over here on the side, they still got the Beetlejuice and Corpse Bride Steelbooks, $29.96. What is this back here? Oh, nothing. Let's see, what else? Casper. Still got Rumpelstiltskin for $16.96. Ouija's $32.96. That's not a bad cover there. Got some clearance stuff over here in the anime section. Die cut wall arts, $12. Over here you got the Pete Davidson Home for $17.96. Chucky the Complete Series. That Aztec Batman Blu-ray and DVD. The Jolly Monkey the Surfer. They got Clown in the Cornfield Blu-ray and DVD. That's nice. The Chosen, Ash, Shadow Force is $7.50. Not much else right here. Got some Frankenweenie books. And Scooby-Doo and Friends. That's pretty cool. Then over here, I'm going to skip past those coloring books and activity books. I just want to show you guys, they do sometimes restock this Halloween section. Because look, there's Halloween, the 4K with the glow-in-the-dark slip. They had sold out of that. Kolchak Night Stalker, Nosferatu, Black Phone. Are you guys going to go see Black Phone 2? Looks good. The Lost Boys, Lanterns Lane. That's like $8. Some cheap DVDs here. Pearl. That's the Walmart exclusive slipcover on that one. What is this? Heart to Heart, $13. On Golden Pond, $14. And Howling, $43. What in the hell?
That's too fucking high!
What's with this random shit just down here? French vocabulary? What is that? Just like where stuff goes to die? Either way, they got some clearance stuff over here. You got your Megan and the Nun plush for $12. The Nun NECA figures $20. At least it's got cloth goods. It's a nice looking figure. That's American Psycho pin set is still $12. And that shit right there is still $16. Maybe $6. Somebody might buy it. These are $4, but the Jaws ones are sold in here. I think these Goosebumps figures are $20. So nothing cool in this section. And then they got the Jurassic World or Jurassic Park and Family Guy stuff. And then over here in the collectible section, just a reminder, you can find this 40th anniversary 50th anniversary of Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I had a nice conversation with one of you guys about that. I'm going to do a rant video maybe about Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It should be fun. I love it. I love talking about movies and which ones we like best, worst, remakes versus originals, all that kind of stuff. Got the Jaws movie Maniacs, King Kong. Chainsaw Man pops. I don't really see any other ones. Those Captain America ones, nobody's going to buy those. Ghostbusters. Nothing else there. This little weird $5 section in here. Pulp Fiction, Scream, some Peanuts, UHF, Ted 1 and 2, Jaws, and then randomly a Wayans Brothers is $50 in this $5 section. That's just weird. I thought these were cool. Look, they got these ornaments of Animal House with a little bag of popcorn. That's pretty neat looking. And then what else they got? Fast Times at Ridgemont High. And 16 candles. I almost said Breakfast Club. So there's the 3 different ones in there. Those are pretty neat. I don't know if they're $9 or $8 neat. What about a bag of pizza rolls? That's a little cheesy.
Yeah, but it's just...
Those are cool, like those bottle caps.
Yes, they are.
I mean, people could get that and not even use them on
You
the
wouldn't
tree.
use them for Christmas.
What about a Spam shirt? No, you could. But what I'm saying is, though, you could just hang them up anytime.
Have to. They're really
Look, you wanted some Miller Lite cans for the tree? Bud Lights? I know, just leave it right there. How about some pickles? How about some Pop-Tarts? How about some hot sauce? That's ridiculous. In the boxes, like the VHS boxes.
I like Elf.
I don't know they're worth $30 though.
It's just because they're flag. They got some more ornaments over here too.
Wait for them to go clearance. Got these Christmas vacation ones. Cousin Eddie, Clark, the RV. Those are pretty neat. These are kind of cool. These are all like pop culture ones over here. Look at that. The Oregon Trail. You got a PlayStation controller. Got a bunch of Mario characters. And who they got down there? So we got Michael Myers. It's got some weight to it. Yes, they got.
Yeah, they are. They're really cute.
Pennywise, Megan, Chucky, Beetlejuice. And then over here in this collectible section, this is the aisle that we found those exclusive John Cena figures. I like the displays they got at the top. They still got some G.I. Joe stuff over here, some Transformers, some double pack Joes. Got an Iron Man figure down there, the double pack Thunderbolts, some Spider-Man, J. Jonah Jameson, Masters of the Universe. Got the crossovers with the Thundercats. Those are pretty neat looking. Got some WWE superstars. We got Diesel, we got Zeus, we got Iron Sheik, Hot Wheels. Got Rey Mysterio, a bunch of characters you don't need. So that's pretty nice. I like this little section, but they don't have anything new. So let's go into Barnes & Noble booksellers. I know they got the Kino Lorber 50% off sale this week. So let's see if we can find anything other than some pumpkin cheesecake because I'm on a diet. So we'll start right here. There were some people in the main aisle, so we'll just look here. Bring Her Back. I guess that's the Blu-ray or the 4K. Got some Arrow stuff here. You know, don't see anything new in this section. Incubus. This is new. Got the Creepshow 2 4K. It says it's 40% off. So that would be $20 off. So it would be $30. That's pretty reasonable for Barnes & Noble. Other than it's probably damaged on the case because of that spider wrap. Not seeing anything A24 related that's new. I always like to give it a once over. And then let's look on the end cap. Still got Ballerina and Megan. Nothing new there. So let's just give a little glance in the regular section. Alright, so they got Airplane 2 the sequel, 50% off. They did stock that. That came out last week. I didn't see that in here. And then they got Airplane 2 the sequel on Blu-ray. The other one was a 4K. That should be 50% off too. As are the Airport movies. So that's on Blu-ray. There's Airport 75, Airport 77. And they don't have Airport 79. Either way. Those also came out on 4K, but the Blu-rays would only be like $12 and something. And then they got the American Pie Steelbook. Not impressed with that slipcover. I mean, with that cover, but the slipcover is the standard artwork we've always seen. So it's the unrated version. I keep saying I want to see that Apprentice, because Sebastian Stan, I heard, does a great job in that movie. Anything else over here? Best Little Whorehouse in Texas got a Kino release, so that would be like $12.50. This is a great time to pick up some Kino titles you might have missed out on. Black Bag. Somebody's at the door. Chinatown still. What's down here? Why is Garfield the movie, the DVD, in a hard shell security case? That's ridiculous. What is this? Fargo without a slip. Evil Dead. Escape from New York. Edward Scissorhands is getting a 4K steelbook, I saw. Downton Abbey. Not a lot in here. That Deep Blue Sea with the cover being destroyed. It still says 50% off. I'd make them match that shit if I really wanted it. I already have it. Deep Star 6. I keep seeing this in here. I looked. I do have that already, but 50% off is a good deal. That's the 4K. I didn't think I had it. I was getting that mixed up with Deep Rising. You guys seen that? Gross Point Blank. That's a good deal for that. Hell of a Summer. Let me know in the comments if you see anything you want me to check out next time I'm in here. As far as pricing, if it's on sale. What's down here at the bottom? Nothing too interesting. That Rocky Horror Picture Show is getting a... Is it a 40th anniversary? Or 50th anniversary? When did that come out? 40th anniversary, maybe? I don't know. I don't remember what year that came out. That Night of the Juggler is fairly new. I think that was a week. Was that last week? Or a week before? So that's a good Kino title. 4K, 50% off. Minecraft. Not seeing anything, and I'm not getting down on the floor. So I'm going to put these over here. Look. We're going to make a little display here of some titles that are on sale, so people will see them. Look at there. 4 movies about airplanes that are 50% off for the part of the sale. And Best Little Whorehouse in Texas. Maybe I'll put that out too. I've got that as part of that box of Burt. You should watch that unboxing I did of the box of Burt. That was where I think Gator McCluskey found my channel. The Last of Us. He's got a lot of Burt Reynolds content. You should check him out. He's funny. A lot of Doctor Who always in Barnes & Noble. Over here on this display, it was like a Turner Classic movie section. But look, they do have the new slipcover versions of some of the James Bond movies. You Only Live Twice. Oh, and down there, From Russia with Love. Very boring artwork, if you ask me. But I got that Steelbook set. And then I'll just give a glance at their Kino 50% off section, even though it was some over there in the main aisle. Obviously, we found the airplane movies. I'm making sure they didn't add anything new. Kingpin, Lady Killers. This was like the same stuff they had out last week. Sneakers. Rest in peace to Robert Redford. You got Road Trip. Shane. Why is Jurassic World Rebirth over here? Look a little horror. I got a little horror section over here. Not much to it, but there's Red Eye 7. The Substance on DVD, and a clear case for one and a white case for another. Then you got the Blu-ray. So let's go look online and we'll see what else we could have found. All right, what's up, everybody? We're going to look online here. These will be the releases for September 30th. You obviously got the big boy here. You got a Nightmare on Elm Street. That's the 4K set. That's the one with the slipcover. Then you got Creepshow 2. It's 4K from Arrow Video. You got the Nightmare on Elm Street. That's the Amazon exclusive 4K Steelbook set. Everybody knows the clusterfuck that's going on with that as far as canceled orders, arriving damaged, arriving late, but a lot of people are getting it. So we'll talk about more about that in the video. The Wes Anderson archive, that's the Criterion, I think, collection. Yep. That's 10 films, Blu-ray, 4K. That's pretty expensive. You got Sergeant Kabuki Man NYPD 4K. That's one of the staple OG Trauma movies. So I got a 4K release there from Vinegar Syndrome. Vice Academy 1 through 6. If you watched my Valoria video, unboxing video, you should watch that. I talk about that movie. You got the Isle of Dogs 4K Digipack. Playroom, I think that's a Vinegar Syndrome release as well, of Monsters and Madness. The Life of Chuck 4K. You got Dogtooth 4K from Kino. American Pie, you got the 4K Steelbook and the regular slipcover version. The Good, the Bad, the Weird. That's the 4K of that. The French Dispatch. That's Criterion. I think that's the Blu-ray release. I'm not sure, but there is a 4K of that. Freeze Me, Drugorama, Mama 4K. You got Gang Related. That's from Vinegar Syndrome. You got the 4K Dracula Legacy Collection. You're So Cool, Brewster. That's a really good documentary about Fright Night. I unboxed that on one of my other Valoria video unboxings. You got Kino there with the Airport 4K. I think there's Blu-rays of that coming out too. You got the Amazon exclusive Halloween 2 Steelbook. Late Night Mysteries. That's a Kino cult release. 5 Dead on the Crimson Canvas. Revealer is a really good Shudder movie I recommend. I think that's a Vinegar Syndrome release. Got some animated stuff. Becoming Led Zeppelin 4K. Raw Meat or Deathline from 1972 4K from Blue Underground. Touche Turtle there from Warner Archive. You got a really nice Bride of Frankenstein 4K Steelbook. Airport 77 4K from Kino. Not familiar with the next couple ones, but there's Airport 75 4K. Then you got The Beast of the City Warner Archive, and then there's Airport 79. So all of those 4Ks also got a Blu-ray release, just like The Life of Chuck did. Some more Warner Archive, I Died 1,000 Times. Black Samson. Star Angel, I'm not familiar with that. Best Christmas Movies Ever, that's the MVD Rewind Collection. Breaking the Girls. Castlevania, the complete series. I'm not familiar with the next couple. The Beggar's Opera Warner Archive. So lots of Warner Archive stuff. There's Isle of Dogs, the Digipack. Nothing else really there I'm interested in. Just the Two of Us, the Emu War, French Dispatch, Breathless 4K, the 44 Specialist, King Kung Fu. I've never heard of that. That's weird looking. Anybody heard of that? Let me know if that's any good. Habit 4K. No Telling. There's the Dogtooth Blu-ray. Deep Star 6, wasn't that already out? Is that a re-release? Because I think that already had a Blu-ray release. The original Airport, there's the Blu-ray. Affinity, Raw Meat, got some anime stuff. Swimming to Cambodia. Yeah, there's your Airport Blu-rays. Quality Assurance in Another World. And I think that's about it. So obviously, like I said, the main release is the Nightmare on Elm Street set. But you also got some good steel books like American Pie, That Bride of Frankenstein, and then obviously the Creepshow 2 is pretty cool too. So that's about it for the look of this week. So let's get home and close out the video. So what is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I am Jeff Man 316, your pop culture reporter. Yeah, it's me on the sign back there, because when I do a live stream, Jeff Man 316 live, it's usually Sunday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern. When I do that, you guys can come over. We can talk about pop culture, physical media, collectibles, WWE, wrestling, anything you guys want while we watch along to a movie. So hopefully you guys will join me then. Also follow me on social media, JeffMan316. But yeah, this was the weekly hunt. It wasn't a lot of new releases, but hey, Barnes & Noble actually came through in the clutch. I got some stuff in there. You'll see it in the hunt. I went into a Walmart that had some cool collectible items. I picked up a couple things, and then I even bought one thing in Target, which I don't remember the last time I bought anything in Target. So the next video will be the pop culture / movie haul. Watch that and you'll see what I pick up. Like I said, I don't like to divide. I like to divide this up into 2 videos. I don't like doing a big hour-long video. So I really appreciate you guys who've been supporting me. A lot of you have went down to my link down below to my eBay store and bought some David Sterling Entertainment signed movie sets like Axe Grinder and Camp Blood specifically. So I really appreciate that. And on top of that, you guys, a couple of you have bought from Valoria Video, a new online retailer down in Florida. Really great online retailer, starting to get more and more traction, more and more stock. Does a great job of shipping, ships fast, ships protected. I love a lot of these online retailers who are really trying to support physical media collecting. Use my affiliate link down below for Valoria Video, and then when you go check out, don't forget to put JeffMan316 in the code, apply it, code box. It's going to get you 10% off your first purchase. So I got a couple more Valoria Video items that are coming in the mail, and anytime I do, I'll show you those. So like, go watch the last video I did. I unboxed some classic 80s horror stuff and some new collector sets that I got there. Got them before a lot of other retailers were even getting them in stock. So I really appreciate all the support. I'm getting a little frustrated, even though I shouldn't. I know I don't spend enough effort on this channel like a lot of the other people. I just don't have the time with my job and everything going on. But, you know, I want to do a giveaway at 4,000 subscribers, and it just keeps inching closer, and then I go. So it's like I take 1 step forward and I take 2 steps back. We were like only 8 away, and then now all of a sudden it's like double digits again. So I don't know what's going on, but either way, support the channel, spread the word, get people to come over. It's all about just having fun here. I bullshit a lot. I do rants, which, you know, even though it's seriously stuff that bothers me, you know, I do exaggerate either way. But I really do have fun with pop culture, physical media, talking to you guys, especially the normal crew that follows me. There's a big group that always shows up on the live stream. I love you guys. So like I said, keep supporting me any way you can, and I'll keep making the content. I'm going to finally post that flea market video that I've been promising. I've got a Goodwill video. Watch my Spirit Halloween video that I just did, and I just was watching some Halloween, the original 78 movie on VHS, and I might do a little video about that to tell you about some of the versions that I've kept in my collection and why I did. So lots of cool stuff coming up, and then we got spooky season. So I know we've watched some comedies and stuff, but I think we'll get back to watching mainly horror movies for the rest of the month on the live stream. So if you guys see anything cool, put it in the comments down below. And then either way, I'm going to close out the video asking you to do all the normal stuff. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. Do all that normal YouTube stuff. If you're a supporter, I love you. keep supporting the channel. Keep liking, commenting, subscribing. Do any activity on the video. It helps. And then once you subscribe, make sure you hit the notification bell. You'll know when I post new videos. So until next time, boys and girls, it's been JeffMan316. As always, I'm your pop culture reporter. I'm signing out, saying you guys be safe out there.
I am not listening to Jeffrey, but he's still talking.